got on to what you think of them now as far as SYW. Let's get to Shadow.
Shadow is, wow, he just escalated and escalated and escalated as far as the skill. At the beginning of it, I think he knows it. I think everybody knows it. He was maybe the worst wrestler, one of the worst wrestlers we had besides Dennis, whatever his name was on camera.
I think his name was Chester.
Yeah, Chester, Jufro. But so Shadow was definitely one of the worst wrestlers we had. And at the end, and this is great props to Jonathan. Shadow was, as I said just previously, one of the best 4 wrestlers we have in SYW wrestling. Amazing athlete to be as big as he is. He can go. With as small as the wrestling knowledge as he has, he can go. He can wrestle with me, surprisingly. He can wrestle with Jonathan. He can probably go with Primetime. I'm not sure if they've even wrestled that I've watched. But nothing but good things to say about him.
Okay, now on to someone you kind of had, like, I guess, like a buddy and rivalry with is Primetime.
What to say about Primetime? I hate him sometimes. Sometimes I just seriously want to choke him with a dildo. Sometimes I love him. Sometimes he's my brother. Yes, a dildo. So, as far as wrestling, I've been quoted as saying he was a walking WWE advertisement. But near the end, he started using less WWE moves and more TNA moves. So I guess you could say he's a walking primetime wrestling advertising. But anyway, he's okay. I mean, he used to be the best athlete, but now he's just gotten kind of sloppy. Sorry, primetime. You're kind of getting fat. So.
Okay, now on to the founder of SYW, Cash Money.
Cash Money, Jonathan. He has an image, a preset image of what he wants SYW wrestling to be. He's the only one, I guess him and you are the only two that have a preset image of what they want SYW wrestling to be, and you two act more to make that image become a reality. So he's definitely dedicated to SYW wrestling for that. I totally respect him. One of the best wrestlers, and that's because Jonathan is extremely. None of you guys watching this have probably wrestled him. If you have, you know what I'm saying. Jonathan, you can throw around and he can take almost any move and make it look the way it's supposed to be taken. So I'd say Jonathan's best attribute is that he can take a lot of good moves without getting hurt or making it look like he's not selling. Great seller.
Okay, now on to 2 other people, kind of off and on again. SYW competitors, J-Mix-Knight, JW, and Harry Maverick, or Gorilla, or whatever he's called.
Harry, Gorilla, Maverick, Pretty Boy, yada yada yada. I'll just call him Maverick right now. He had some out of the ring issues, and sometimes they kind of carried on to inside the ring. The funniest thing I think I've seen SYW is some of the funniest things I've seen SYW involve Maverick, and unfortunately some of the saddest things I've seen in SYW wrestling involve Maverick. He's his own worst enemy, so at times he can be a great opponent to have in the ring, at times he can be his best opponent to himself. And JW, J-Mix Knight, he was my best friend for like the first 13, 14 maybe years of my life, and me and him have just fallen apart. He's like a premature alcoholic. He's like a pre-alcoholic. I mean, he's the step before you get to alcoholism is JW, and that's really sad because me and him used to be great friends. We don't even talk anymore. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing right now. So.
Okay, so it sounds like basically people that would want to categorize them or somewhat have similarities with any big name wrestlers, you kind of say Maverick, he doesn't have the wrestling ability obviously, but he kind of has the same type of attitude backstage that, you know, Jeff Hardy would have, kind of.
Yeah, a lot like Jeff Hardy.
Where he's good when he wants to be, but then he can really fuck things up.
Exactly. I would compare him to Jeff Hardy, and I would compare
Maverick's probably like someone like Jake Roberts, as you said, alcoholism, or Scott Scott Levy, aka Raven.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean that's definitely 2 good comparisons. Like I said, Harry just gives you some sad moments. Mavericks gives you some sad moments. But right now he seems to be okay, which is awesome. Go, Harry.
Okay, now on to this proposed XRCW versus SYW 6-man basically tag team war that was first issued by Cash Money. DXD just recently accepted it. Don't know if you really have heard about this. Have you heard anything about it?
Not at all.
Okay, so let me just run down the competitors in it. First off, Cash Money, he obviously picked the 4 biggest, best-known athletes of SYW, and that's Primetime, Cash Money, Maverick, and yourself. And then in Joseph's case, DXD's Damian Zion Doomsday, and XRCW, Saw, or RCW, whichever company you refer to it as now. He chose, obviously, what you would think himself, Angel Heart, Brian the Beast Roberts, and his brother Jeff Boy. So what do you think about this match? And pretty much it seems like, at least in my opinion, it's kind of lopsided to SYW's favor heavily in this.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Spot on. All I gotta say to DXD is, please just give it up. If you're gonna do this side yard wrestling thing, come back up to Virginia and do it. Because down there you have no real side yard wrestlers. A guy that goes by the name of Brian Roberts, he's not gonna exude charisma, talent, or a future. So give it up. As far as the SYW side, can you say Dream Team?
Yes, definitely sounds like a dream team there with y'all. And as far as, any other thoughts, obviously you said what you'd like to see SYW's future be. Possibly, would you ever like to see SYW take it from the trampoline and move it to the ring in some type of indie circuit federation around here?
Definitely. And I think the 3 people that very much so would love to do that is myself. Like I said, music's number 1. Wrestling is 1A. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand to me. Besides me, I would say definitely, without a doubt, Cash Money and Primetime. Us 3 have dreamt about wrestling since we were kids, and I think our good interviewer right here, Eddie, would make an excellent booker or something to do with the creative side. So, I mean, as far as us 4, I think us 4 would definitely make it into wrestling. We tried hard enough. We had the right vehicle, both figuratively and literally had the right vehicle. Then us 4, we can make it easily. I'm not just saying that to be, cool looking on YouTube. I honestly believe that us 4 can make it easily. So, yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Okay, and is there any other thoughts you want to just end this with?
Yeah, as you all know, the next level, Matt Drumheller, has been the most happiest guy for the most part on camera. I guess next to the bear. That guy was really exciting. This Paul character. Anyway.
Hey, don't say that name. We might get sued. Okay.
Oh, I mean, Fall. Those 2 guys are pretty happy. Besides that, I would say Matt Drumheller was one of the happiest people to be on camera. Not so much anymore. Some bad things have happened in my personal life, so when SYW Wrestling does come home, if you don't see the same old next level, don't be surprised. And I hate to say I told you so.
Okay, so basically we'll end this up. Next time you probably see one on track with Primetime, or you Cash Money again, or basically anything you would want to see. That's basically the end of this. Would you have anything to close this up with, just saying to them?
How you love that!